gentlemen, boys and girls, here comes your one and only, Ellen DeGeneres. Hi guys, it's Ellen here. On today's show, we're going to be having a book talk. So excited. First up, we have Justin Bieber. We got Fred Figglehorn's sister, Tammy. And our last and final guest we have on today is Paris Hilton. To start this book talk off, what book did you guys choose to share today?
I'm Justin Bieber, and my favorite book is A Time to Kill by John Grisham.
I'm Tammy, and my book is The Winner by... I'm Paris Hilton, and my favorite book is The Client by John Grisham.
Splendid. Now, Justin, who wrote this book and what's about, like, their life?
My boy John Grisham. He's great. He went to Mississippi State University. Just a real cool guy. He's written numerous novels. His books have sold over 250 million copies worldwide.
Dang!
He has 5 siblings, so that's cool if you're into the big family thing, you know. He's got a wife. He used to be a lawyer, so he's really, like, educated and stuff. So, you know how it is, you know?
Yeah, I know. Tammy, who is your author, and tell me about him.
My author is David Baldacci. He has published over 20 books.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Including The Winner. Baldacci works have appeared in numerous publications. Baldacci has authored 7 original screenplays, and his works have been published in magazines, newspapers, and journals throughout the world.
That's a lot. That's a lot, let me tell you.
All of his books have become national and international bestsellers, translated in 45 languages. Ooh.
Wow.
Word.
Baldacci will write his 6th and final book in the 2nd series of the 39th Clues.
Alright, thank you. And last but not least, of course, Paris Hilton. Tell me about your...
My author was John Grisham, just like J. Beebs, right?
Yeah, John!
He was born in like 1955. He's most well known for some legal thrillers, yeah. His books are so good. They're so good.
So good.
He graduated from Mississippi State University and their law school, and he's so good. He was so smart. It took him forever. And then he wrote this book, and it was awesome.
Word.
Sounds like a splendid time. Great books. Great authors. Alright, back to you, Justin.
Yeah.
Tell me about your book, the summary.
Well, my book is a suspenseful book. It's so good. It's so good. Mad respect for John. It's about this dude, and he's got this daughter, and the very beginning of the book, she gets raped. Just brutally raped. But this girl, her name's Tanya, pretty name, very nice, but she's a wonderful girl. She gets raped, and she's only like 10 years old. She's just real young. It's just a tragedy. But it's all about, you know, the struggle with that. And then her dad makes the decision that he should probably get some revenge and shoot the guys in the head. So he does that.
That's kind of mean, in my opinion.
You know what? My heart goes out to him, you know. But anyways, it's all about like the legal battle of him trying to not get the death penalty. And it is, let me tell you, it's intense.
Well, I believe it. This sounds real intense.
It's just tearjerker.
It's okay. Sorry. Okay, Tammy, tell us about your book.
My book, The Winner, is about a woman named Luann Tyler. She is 20, beautiful. She is poor. She has a daughter, an infant. She's young. A boyfriend who is just not for her. He's a little rough on the edges. She gets a chance to win $1 million lottery, Actually, $100 million lottery.
That's a lot of money. I don't even make that.
I do.
But she has to change her identity and leave the U.S. forever. Forever, ever.
That's a long time. Forever. A real long time.
So long.
Jackson, the man who offers this, is violent and tells her that if she does not go through with the task, that she will be killed.
Violence. What's up with all the violence in these
That's
books?
sad. She tries to come back, and you will just have to read to figure out what happens next.
Thank you very much, Tammy. And Paris.
My book is about two young boys who come from an abusive home and witness a man kill himself. Oh my gosh. And then they're thrown into a huge legal case that threatens their safety. They have information about where a body is hidden, and the mafia comes after them. The two boys hire a lawyer to protect them from the mafia. Will the mafia find out that the boys have information and could turn them in, or will the boys keep the information to themselves? You'll have to read.
I don't even know. Mafia's bad stuff. I can tell you that much. Once again, back to you.
Yes.
What are the themes of the story that you read?
Oh, this book has so many themes, just so many life lessons you can take from this. Like, I'm all about learning and, taking things from experiences. And this book focuses a lot on the theme of violence. There's a lot of violence. There's some rape, murder. Nobody likes murder, it's just a lot of violence.
Nobody does. Not even me.
Also, this book has a lot of revenge. It has to do a lot with revenge. I mean, daughter gets raped, and his thought process is, I should shoot them. That's very revenge-seeking. That's what I get from it anyhow. Yeah, it also depends a lot with, justice. It does a lot with justice, because it's all about the legal system and, the corruption of that. And, it deals a lot with, racism as well.
Sounds like a great book.
It's so good.
Tammy, what are your themes of your book?
The winner, obviously, is about absolute power. This is portrayed by Jackson having the power over Luann Tyler as she wins the lottery and tries to go back into the United States. Throughout this book, there are many cases of this thing.
I understand. And Paris, what are your themes on this great book that you've willingly shared with us?
The themes in The Client are ethics. The people throughout the book are faced with whether they have ethics or not, and a lot of characters in the novel are unethical, like the lawyers and the dirty cops and the criminals.
A bunch of jerks, I tell you. All right, Justin.
So,
Last question. Why is this book still relevant today? Why should we read this?
well, the book is still relevant because, justice is an ongoing theme. Like, that's never gonna not be a thing. Everybody wants justice. Everybody wants a fair trial. It's one of the rights that we have as Americans, the right to a fair and speedy trial or whatever. And then, I don't have the Constitution memorized, but,
Neither do I, it's okay.
also the rape occurs, unfortunately. That has not been, taken out of our society. It's bound to happen. Maybe I'll write a song about it. I don't know. So yeah, it's still pretty relevant. There's also a bit of lingering racism in our society today, so it's pretty relevant. But yeah, and you should read it because it's awesome.
Thank you. Tammy?
And I think my book is still relevant because the lottery still exists today, and people all over are trying to find ways to cheat the law to get more than what they have because the United States is a greedy place.
It is. I don't know what's wrong with everybody here. Don't know. Paris, why is your book relevant?
Well, my book is still relevant because The Client is all about ethics, and people should still have ethics today, but some people don't. And murder is in this book, and suicide, which is things that people face today.
Awful.
Yo, L-Dog,
What up?
tell me about your book. Tell me about your fave book. All time, top, just one.
I've read a lot of good books in my day.
I bet you have. You look like someone who reads books.
My favorite book would probably be The Bourne Identity.
Solid.
It's stellar. Robert Ludlum wrote it. He's a great guy. He was born on May 25th of 1927.
Oh, is he
he's
dead?
old.
Yeah, he
Probably
died,
should be.
died
About
back in
10.
01.
You know what?
Sad day, but,
I cried. I remember.
And then he was born in New York City. He's already a big shot then, you know. And then actually, when he started off, he wanted to be a quarterback, but that didn't work out for him.
That is not a reasonable dream.
And then, after high school, when he was trying to be a quarterback, realized that wasn't going to work out for him. So then he went into the Marines, where he still wasn't very successful. He went in as a private and stayed as a private when he retired. So, not a very good Marine. And then, so he tried acting. He was successful, but never became a big shot like he wanted to be. And finally, he became a writer and started writing all kinds of books, tons of books. And one happened to be The Born Identity, which is just a great book.
What was the plot of your book? The summary.
Well, the summary started off with this guy named Jason Bourne. And he was going along, and he was an assassin. And then he got, like, hit into the water. And then he washed up on shore. And this doctor found him and started taking care of him. And then when he finally started to come back to, he couldn't remember anything about his past. Nothing. Not a single thing. Not his name. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. People were after him, and he ends up finding a girl that he kidnapped, but they end up falling in love.
Oh.
And then so they end up becoming a nice little item thing.
Oh,
And they just have a great time together. But yet they're still trying to find out about his past. And they keep finding stuff out, and people are still chasing him after him. And then this other assassin in Europe named Carlos, he tries killing him because he's this like big assassin and wants Jason Bourne dead.
Makes sense.
Because they're like rivals. And then so the book ends with them in a fight, but you don't know who wins because you got to read it for yourself.
So, what about the theme?
Well, the themes, you see here. There's a lot of revenge in there. Because, you know, Carlos wants to kill Jason wants to kill Carlos, and they just want to kill each other. And then also, the whole time, Bourne's trying to find his identity. Like, his actual identity, his name, and also just everything about his past, because he knows nothing about himself. So that'd be scary. Real scary. There's also some love themes in there, because of his girlfriend that he meets.
The girl he kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
Such a cute way to meet someone.
Seriously.
Should write
Might
a
try
song
that.
about that.
And then also pride is in there because they both want to be the top assassin in the world. But only one can be the top assassin, you can't have two number ones.
Oh yeah, I got one more question.
Oh, what's that?
L dog, L girl, my girl L. How is this book like relevant to today? Because I don't want to be reading about some, you know, like history and stuff.
You can see here, because it's just action-packed throughout the whole thing. Just, there's always excitement when you're reading it. Like, it never gets boring. And so it's just relevant that everyone wants to read an exciting book. Like,
That
who
is
doesn't?
true.
I mean, and it's about, like, the government and stuff that gets involved in there. And, you know, we still have government and, like, corruption in the government. Then, so it's just all about figuring out, like, who to trust, what governments to trust, and all that. So it's still very relevant. It's a great book. Everyone should read it. Thanks, everybody, for joining our show today. This was a pleasure to have each and every one of you. Just thank you so much. Let's end this with a freaking dance party.